know what time it is. This is Kiyha's Jambaliyha. You know I'm always cooking up something hot. Come on in. Let me feed you, baby.
Now, this is Kiyha's Jambaliyha, and you know I am always trying to bring it to you hot and new. So pull up a bowl, get your bowl, and pull up your seat, and come on and have a seat. Sit down with me, baby. Let me tell you what's going on right now in the news. Now, you all know who Young Miami is. She is one part of the City Girls, JT and Caresha. Well, Caresha has a show called Caresha Please, and she is giving away all the secrets on her show. Now, she did a show the other day with Trina where they were asking each other some sexually explicit questions. And one of the questions was, what's something strange that you like done? People probably wouldn't know that you like done. And Caresha said she likes golden showers.
Oh, my goodness.
And so Trina was a little confused. Trina had to ask her. She had to double up. She's like, so that means when someone actually pees on you? And she's like, yeah, I love it. And she busts out laughing. She's like, don't judge me, y'all. I just love it. I don't know. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, like I've heard of women giving it before, but the only time I heard of a woman getting it is during the R. Kelly trial. I don't know.
Yeah.
She brought this up and it struck something for me. And I'm like, there really are more people out there that have deviance than not. There's a lot more people out there that have certain acquired tastes, let's say, have you, when it comes to their sexual life. Mm-hmm. And I had no idea that the range was so wide, and especially in the Black community. And for me, sometimes I think when I think about these sexual deviants, I always say, you never really see Black folks caught up in this type of stuff. But I think that Hollywood, might be one of the reasons why so many more Black people are being exposed to these types of things. Mm. So I laughed about it, and it was like, okay, it was a thing. And then Dominican singer and songstress Amara La Negra, actually, because of all of the backlash that Caresha got for actually saying it, she did a live the other day and said she also loves golden showers. Now, to the listeners out there, I know y'all might be cringing right now, but we have no idea how many people actually like these types of things. So I just wanted to address it because I'm like, wow, did you guys know this, that people were actually doing this?
Yeah, I could tell you I didn't. And as you just said, I was like, wait, who are those two people? I'm Googling them right now. You say?
Oh, yes. Young Miami, Caresha Please. That's the name of her show that she did it on with Trina. And then Amara La Negra. So I'm like, whoa, I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to move on from here. And I'm going to move rather quickly. Chrisean Rock, Blueface's girlfriend. They are known for being one of the most toxic couples on TV since Whitney and Bobby. And they are calling them a modern day Whitney and Bobby. But I don't think that Whitney and Bobby had anything on them. Chrisean Rock went live the other day and posted some publications telling the world that she is pregnant with Blueface's child. Now, if anyone has been keeping up with them, they have a TV show together, but she was also on Baddies South. And after watching the show, I actually gained a newfound love for this young girl because I realized that in her quest to put her family on the map and make sure that they had some wealth, some generational wealth, she kind of has sacrificed herself. She kind of, for me, it screams sacrificial lamb. And I feel put herself out there and allows herself to go through all of this because it takes care of her family.
Okay.
However, it's gotten deep. Because she has now gone on to say that she is pregnant by this young man. And so she could possibly be attached to him for the rest of her life. And I would hate to see this toxicity carry over into a young baby's life.
Wow, yeah.
However, there's been some rumors swirling, and his mom actually posted some stuff online saying, Well, we can't wait for the paternity test because my son has had a vasectomy.
Oh.
And saying that he had a secret vasectomy and hadn't told anyone. So I don't know what I'm looking at right now. And I hope that y'all stay tuned for the next couple of shows until we figure out what's really going on here. But if it's a lie, they told it. And I read it. And so I'm telling y'all. So check it out. Right now, they're saying Blueface actually had he had his man part snipped. So he probably can't even have children unless he didn't follow the instructions from the doctor, because after having a vasectomy, you're not supposed to participate, I think, for a while afterwards, as to not break what they clipped. I guess that's what you would say.
Woo,
so
jeez. Sorry. It's cringy.
Yeah. Crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So right now, we're about to see what's really going on. But I do believe this is her child, and I do believe they're trying to protect this guy, but it is what it is. It's even gone so far that his other baby mother, I think her name is Alexis, she's decided to tell this young girl that she should have an abortion. I think Alexis should just mind her business.
That's rude.
Very rude. Go and take care of your own kids and mind your own business. And if your children end up to be brothers and sisters, so be it. That's what it is sometimes. Like, be quiet and don't be telling people to do rude stuff like that. You're too rude.
Sure.
But I must say, I am keeping an eye out for Chrisean Rock because my bet is on her. Truly. Mm-hmm. I want to believe that somewhere in there, that everything that they're doing out in front of the media is an act, and that they don't really fight when they're at home, that they are sitting down plotting how to keep the media interested the next day. I pray that that is truly what's going on and what we're seeing when we see them outside acting a fool. I truly hope that all of the stuff that we see about them is part of the plot and not their reality. In other news, I was very upset to hear that Nia Long ended up having to get a divorce. Nia Long, which I told you guys some months back, learned about the news, as we did on the news, that her husband, who is part of the NFL, was actually having an affair with another man that is part of the NFL's wife. And she is not a recruiter, but she is... she's more like the agent that takes care of the athletes when they move to different towns. She gets them set up in their home and stuff like that. So this lady actually helped Nia Long and her husband fix up their home and pick out their home when they moved to the new city.
Oh, that's sad.
And then to find out that she has been sleeping with her husband. Well, when I start thinking about it, this might not be the first family that she did it to, but it might be the first family that she got caught doing it with. Right? And this is something to definitely look at. But now the people are all over Nia Long because she was cited recently with Omarion.
Okay. Do you, sister? Do you? Shit.
Now, I think they call it, is it called a May-September relationship? Something like that. I think it's called a May-September relationship when an older woman goes with a younger man.
That's what they call it? Not cougering?
Yeah, a May-September relationship. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, long story short, the media goes wild about this because we really just want Nia Long to be happy. And we are not sure if they're dating or not, but they were pictured together, and Omarion seems to be loving her, and she seems to be loving his company also. The way that they're laughing and looking at each other is just like, wow. And if it's not real, I love the way that they did this in order to give her that zhuzh, so that they know, listen, the boys still love Nia here.
Yo, I know I still love Nia, so
yeah, we're not mad at you, Nia Long.
At all.
And we're not mad at you, Omarion. We are actually here for it. We are here for it.
Let's take a quick positive cause just to shout out our homegirls, Kemba and Andrea from Keen Real Estate Group. Whenever you're thinking real estate, whenever you're thinking investments, whenever you're thinking about planning for the long term, think Keen Real Estate Group. They're generating wealth for generations. KeenGroup.ca. If your goal is to purchase a car and to make the process as simple as possible, just get a car broker, guys. You just get a car broker. Big shout out to our homeboy, Hamsdale Jacques, the owner of hjcourtierauto.com. That's HJCOURTIERAUTO.com. If you're a small to medium-sized business and you're getting started and you're ready to go to the next level, what do you need? You need a phone line and you need a website. Think Mainstream Digicom. They got all your telecommunication needs checked. MainstreamDigicom.com. You're trying to get out on the web. You're trying to understand how to navigate through ads. Check out Java Logics for all your marketing, your digital marketing. Where would we be without Preston? I don't even know. Check out Java Logics. I give thanks to Preston for what he's done for the OFC. The amount of positive reviews we've gotten from all his referrals, we're proud to stand behind his work. Check out javalogics.com. No, it's not just because he's my brother. It's because you can't talk hip-hop in Montreal without saying M City Solo. Guys, check out his latest project, In My Fields, available on mcitysolo.com. If it's not one of the hardest new EPs to hit Montreal, come and let me know. You already know. It's your boy, Pharaoh, bigging up, mcitysolo.com. Keeping the culture alive. I gotta give thanks to West Can Folk Performing Company. For the last 40 years plus, they've been promoting our culture through song, drum, and dance, educating youth, the children, the seniors. Just check them out, westcanfolk.com.
Girl, what are you cooking?
My curry chicken.
Ooh, you're burning it.
Oh, gosh, it looks so...
It's okay, girl. You need the Curry House. They have the best Caribbean food in town. 2 locations in Montreal, West Island, and Côte-Neige. For more information, follow Caribbean Curry House, MTL. Don't forget to mention the Empower Hour for your 10% discount.
So, who placed in the order?
Me.
DeVito, WizKid, Burna Boy. Those are just some of the big names that's blessed Montreal thanks to Afrobeats Montreal. Definitely check out Afrobeats MTL for all concerts, show listings, everything that has to do with Afrobeats in the city. Check out Afrobeats MTL. One full circle. We are the Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network. What does that mean? We're here for each other.
So I'm going to, towards the end, I'm going to give y'all a little scenario and we're going to see what y'all think about it. But Beyoncé just did a concert in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Beyoncé did a concert in Dubai and they took everybody's phones. No one was allowed to use their phones. No one was allowed to videotape. They had thousands of security in the crowd. It was a private concert in Dubai for a certain amount of people. And Beyoncé killed this concert. So much so that it has created a stir on the internet about her runs. Now, for those of you who don't know who runs are a vocal process that one does when singing, carrying a note for a long time, changing that note into different notes.
Mm-hmm.
And there is maybe 100 singers out right now trying to redo Beyonce's runs from this epic show. When I tell you, Beyoncé has been working on her vocals, please don't play with Mama B. Please do not with her, because when I tell you, if you haven't seen her in a long time, she is not just sitting somewhere on her behind with her babies. She is practicing her vocals, because this lady here, hey, vocally, she is a powerhouse. But we have to address the elephant in the room. Dubai has anti-gay or anti-queer laws.
Mm-hmm.
But the album Renaissance was made in ode to the LGBTQ community.
Okay.
And she performed that album at this show in Dubai, and the LGBT community are furious right now.
Yeah. So they tell you like she shouldn't be allowed to perform her own album in different places?
She should perform it, but however, if the album was mostly supported by the LGBT community and the supporters of the community, why would you take the concert to a country that they don't support that movement? They should have been the last country that you did that concert at. And just to play devil's advocate, I feel like if you did go and perform it for them, that some of the proceeds of that $24 million should go to some of their causes. You know?
I find it, I don't know. I'm like, okay, so all right. So let me, so they like the album was supported by the community, that community. So they're saying because they supported the album, she should not be playing it in places that don't support them. That's basically is that a fair paraphrase there? Is that a fair?
That's a fair paraphrase. That's fair.
I just feel that I think that's an overreach personally. I just feel like that's like, it's like, I find that's kind of bullyish, and I find that's kind of, I personally feel that's an overstep. It's like you have an album dedicated to you, or not even dedicated. It's not dedicated to them, but you know, it is all right, cool. So it was produced for them. I just think it's an overstep to try to say where she can and can't perform it. I think it's more for the people she's performing it for to be like, nah, don't play that here. If they let her play it here, then like why isn't it viewed as great? Like, you know, she's promoting for us in different places that we can't normally get into. Why isn't it framed like that?
Right. And I agree. And maybe the wording maybe wasn't right, but I do get it. I understand what they mean. And it goes back to the album that she did prior to this, where she was in Africa. And a lot of African people were complaining. They're like, what are you doing? You don't even support us that way. You made an album, but you know, that's not what you are to us. And they were very, very upset with Beyonce. And I think in everything that celebrities do, you know, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I kind of understand where they're going with this. And I'm like, you know, even for Dubai to ask her to come and perform that album.
Yeah, that's like that is interesting, you know. But it's a new day all around, like, you know. So shoot, what are you gonna do?
So I'm just watching it now, and I'm seeing some things, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me just sit back and watch and see how this plays out a little bit, and I'm gonna you guys a little bit more about what's going on with that situation a little bit later once I get some information.
Please do.
My time is running short, so I have a quick question. Do you remember back in the days, because now in social media, we know that if you're no longer friends with someone or you guys no longer get along, that they just kind of remove them from their social media and then take the pictures off their media, right? Of them together, of them by themselves, the birthday wishes that you wish them. Do you remember back in the days when you used to take a marker and like scribble out their faces?
Of course.
Do you remember that?
Of course. That's how we used to delete people.
Right? That's how you delete them, right? That's how you unfollow back in the 80s. You take a little scissors and you cut a circle around their face and then you push your finger through it like that. So the picture, except for the push through face people.
Of course.
How many pictures do you have like that in your home?
Well, me personally, none, but
me either. I don't have any either. But I actually spoke to a friend of mine the other day, and she says that like 50 pictures like that.
Oh my gosh.
I laughed so hard. I did not know what to do with myself, but I'm like, girl, so how are your stats on social media? She's like, look, this is my block list. She has 1,000 people on her block list. It's what media has truly come to these days. I just thought that was very funny, and I wanted to just bring that up. I think that's part of the culture too, you know. And we were talking about the friend thing earlier, you know, with on Gina's segment. So it just made me think about that. Like, how many of us actually unfriended people that way when we were younger? Anyway, this is Kiyha's Jambaliyha. So I thank you guys for being present, for coming and enjoying my segment. If you want to see more of what I do, you can find me at Strong Firm Bottom, all one word, on Instagram.